As the Obamacare repeal debate moves ahead, we're talking to the local hospital association president. Teresa Paiva Weed used to be the one making the laws. Now she's dealing with the effects of the possible federal health care overhaul and how it will impact patients and healthcare workers.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the motion is agreed to.
The vote was 51-50 to open the debate to possibly repeal the Affordable Care Act. The Senate will now debate what to replace Obamacare with, or to just straight repeal it or parts of it.
Regardless of what the proposed plan has been, there's been a consistent theme throughout the discussion, and that is there's going to be a significant decline in the number of insured.
Teresa Paiva Weed is the president of the Hospital Association of Rhode Island.
No one is going to ever be turned away or lose care because of what is done in Washington.
The state says 100,000 Rhode Islanders got insurance under Obamacare between HealthSource RI and Medicaid expansion. Paiva Weed's concern is what happens if they lose coverage.
If they don't have insurance, then they don't get preventative care. They show up in emergency rooms seeking emergency services because they weren't able to go see a doctor ahead of time.
The hospitals will take on the cost to care for patients anyway, and Paiva Weed says with possible cuts to the reimbursement from Medicaid, hospital budgets could tank and layoffs for hospital employees would be on the table.
That could potentially mean a reduction in workforce.
Again, the Senate now debating this Obamacare repeal and replace plan. Frankly, a lot of the details are still unknown. Now, coming up new at 6, more reaction from our local leaders, including how the governor says this could all affect your tax bill. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Developing news now, the stage is set for days of debate in the U.S. Senate over repealing and replacing the Affordable Care Act. Vice President Mike Pence cast the tie-breaking vote to move forward with that debate, but it's still not clear which version of the bill senators will be taking up. Senator John McCain voted in favor of the debate earlier today. He flew to Washington from Arizona just days after announcing he has brain cancer. McCain says both sides of the aisle need to start working together.
We've been spinning our wheels on too many important issues because we keep trying to find a way to win without help from across the aisle. We're getting nothing done, my friends. We're getting nothing done.
And tonight we're looking into what this debate means for your health care and your tax bill. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us live now from Providence with what she's learned. Steph.
Well, the vote to move forward with the debate passed by the slimmest of margins. Getting a majority to vote on the plan to repeal and replace Obamacare is expected to be more difficult.
The motion is agreed to.
The Senate moving to debate the Obamacare repeal and replace bill. The exact details, though, still unclear.
Here in Rhode Island, we have over 100,000 people who rely for their health care on the Affordable Care Act.
But Republicans like Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who was leading the effort, say Obamacare isn't working.
They said costs would go down. Costs skyrocketed. They said choice would go up. Choice plummeted.
The Congressional Budget Office found the most recent version of the replacement bill would leave millions of Americans uninsured, including tens of thousands of people in Rhode Island. And Governor Raimondo says cuts to future Medicaid spending would be disastrous for the state budget.
We've done some calculations, and it's a $2 billion bill for the taxpayers of Rhode Island over a 7 or 8 year period. We absolutely cannot afford that.
Democratic Congressman David Cicilline scolding the senators who voted yes, saying, quote, "What the U.S. Senate did today is shameful. Not a single senator who voted to move ahead on this bill even knows what's in it, and neither do their constituents." And Rhode Island's 2 Democratic senators, Jack Reed and Sheldon Whitehouse, both voted no on the vote to continue with the debate today. Senator Whitehouse tweeting, quote, "Senate Republicans just voted for taking away health care from millions of Americans. There is absolutely no way to spin this." Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.